Okay. Yep. Oh shoot. I plugged in my thing. My phone. And put it on Twitch. There we go. Yeah. One second. Turn out the brightness. Not that bright. There we go. What was it doing? Oh, that. Oh, I wanna do that, but I don't know how. Not that. This. Was this or? Oh no, it's this. Freaking Christ. So, I'll figure it out. Whoa, use a guide to figure it out. Oops. Gotta do this quickly. And this.
Ad Astra Abyssal.
Oh yeah, that was funny. Now I remember it. I was gonna say there was something on YouTube I remember. It was I forget his name, but I wouldn't even say anyways. But he said he wanted more consistency with Funimation for Microsoft and Activision. Because some things are exclusive, some things aren't. It's like he said there was that same problem with Bethesda. And it's like sorry, but are you dumb? Like, games like Deathloop are PlayStation exclusive because they bought rights to it before Microsoft and Bethesda were a thing. And now Indiana Jones might be a thing. Multi-platform instead of exclusive.
Here for a long time.
Why here?
Again, they probably signed that contract before Microsoft and Bethesda were a thing.
I sense that the aura may have
So obviously they're going to make it multi-platform, not exclusive.
Show yourself. It's no
I
use
don't
hiding
know.
anymore.
He was Just a little dumb.
Kaede Harakazua, it's you, at last.
Aha! So it is the same guy from before.
And yeah, I don't
What's
mean
your
to
problem,
be
huh?
mean or
What could you
whatever.
possibly
It's
have
just,
against
I
Kazuha?
don't know. It should
Indeed,
be
there should
common
be no enmity
sense.
between us. If it is Amenoma Yuya that stands before us.
That if
But what
anything
if instead of
happened
facing
before
Amenoma Yuya, we are
Microsoft
in
and
fact
Bethesda
facing the
were a thing,
blade in
would
his
be
hand?
multi-platform.
Now that you mention it, it is giving off a strange light.
Or
Whoa,
if
whoa!
Sony
Surely you
bought
don't
something
mean...
from
Are you serious?
Tatarigami
Bethesda,
energy
it would be
often lodges itself
exclusive.
within physical objects, then works to subtly affect any living
Don't
organisms in its
Microsoft
vicinity.
allow that if they
The
were a
blade
thing?
has resided in Mr. Nagato's warehouse for many years, affecting his state of mind, and more recently using
So
the
it's
sale
like,
as a means to affect,
oh,
or rather as a means to occupy,
just
Amenoma
really
Yuya's
weird thing
body.
to say, to be
You're
confused
sharper than I
about.
thought. You've already deduced the truth of the matter. Many, many years ago, I was forged by a famed bladesmith of the Ishin tradition.
But Indiana
I was his
Jones
pride and joy.
is
In me,
like
he placed all his hopes and
MLB with
dreams.
Sony,
As a descendant of the Kaede
where
clan,
their
you should be able to
contract
guess our
ran out
greatest
and
regret.
MLB
I
wanted
presume
the
it has
game
something to do with the Raiden
multi-platform,
Gokaden.
MLB
Indeed.
the show.
At that point in time,
So
he
it's
failed
like,
to live up to the Raiden
either
Shogun's
make this
expectations.
multi-platform
In the end,
or
all he
we'll
could do was to flee
just
the nation by sea on a ship
give
bound
it
for
to another
Snezhnaya.
developer.
He was a bladesmith of
Same
great
thing
renown,
with
a
Indiana
master of
Jones,
his
I
craft.
bet.
There was nothing that he could not accomplish. All he needed was more time and a little faith. And sure enough, in the end, he achieved what he had set out to do. All of his life's work, his wisdom, his skill, it culminated in his creation of me. He not only bestowed upon me the greatest of strength, but also endowed me with a consciousness of my own. In her conceit, the Raiden Shogun lost not only the single most perfect blade in the entire world, but also an irreplaceable achievement in the art of
No,
blade
just say
forging.
didn't mean to talk.
So,
Try to walk over
swords
the
can become
cutscene, but
conscious
goddamn.
control people?
The people of the time
If
in which
I
I was
didn't,
born
I
never
probably
believed
would
I
have
had that
forgotten
kind of
that.
power. They saw me as a mere blade, a sharp and well-crafted one, but in all other respects an ordinary weapon. But that gave me the opportunity to take action. After the death of my creator, I decided to leave Snezhnaya and began my long quest to return to the distant land of Inazuma. Moving from one person to the next, I controlled the minds of countless hosts along the way, each bringing me one step closer to my ancestral home. I seek but one thing: to face the full force of the Raiden Shogun's blade and prove my power, the might of Ishin art.
Ah, so Amenoma Yuya was not your first victim. Tell me, what happens to those you've possessed when you've finished using them?
My hosts? Who cares what happens to them? They are but tools that serve my mission. When they got tired, or injured, or unusable, I hopped to the next one in line. All I needed them for was to take me back to Inazuma.
You're awful.
After I returned to Inazuma, I decided to bide my time in Nagato's warehouse until Amenoma Yuya handed himself over to me on a silver platter. At long last, I'm approaching my journey's destination. By Amenoma Yuya's body, I have found you, and by your hand, I shall defeat the Raiden Shogun. Kaede Harakazuha, you stood against the Raiden Shogun's Muso no Hitotachi. There can be no other to serve as my host for what is to come. Now, give your body over to me!
So we, oh shoot.
Write history!
Oh, he's powered up.
Boba, get them!
Do not stand in my way, or I will strike you down too!
Your bluff's fooling no one. You've lost.
Lost? I can never lose. It is this body that has reached its limit, nothing more. Even if you defeat me here, the one who falls will not
I
be me,
meant to
but
switch
this
to
man.
him again, but it was
He is but a
L1 and
puppet that can be
triangle, not
replaced.
L1 and
I
circle.
can- The end result
Oops.
is the same. I will end this wretch's life before you can lift a finger. And even if I were to lose my physical form, it is but a small setback. My consciousness shall endure. By any means necessary, and any medium available, I shall return and fulfill my destiny!
Your fighting style. It is indeed the forms of Ishin art. But from your movements, I sense only hatred and arrogance, as well as a thinly veiled mania and despair.
Really? You can tell all that just from his moves?
As I've mentioned before, the forms of Ishin art convey the user's thoughts and feelings. Since the blade is currently possessing Aminome Yuya's body, its movements express the innermost thoughts of the blade. If you ask me, the mania is probably due to your desperate, single-minded ambition. You believe I am your only hope.
Are you trying to claim that I am helpless without you? On his deathbed, he passed to me all of Ishin Art's secrets. The little that you know barely scratches the surface. In that regard, why would I ever need your help?
Because all of that is in the past. I've been wondering why you've not caused more trouble in all the years that you've been in Inazuma. If you are indeed a cursed blade that can possess its owner. Now that I've seen inside your mind, everything finally makes sense. You weren't biding your time. You were trapped. After all the time that's passed, you have grown weak. To the point that you are now unable to acquire a new host without making physical contact.
Oh, that's right. Paimon remembers now. Mr. Nagato had a habit of never touching his collectibles.
Only when Mr. Nagato witnessed his wife's distress and decided to sell his collectibles did you finally have an opportunity to reach out to Aminome Yuya and make your escape.
And what of it?
Well, that brings me to my second point. There's a despair in you that is so strong that it
That
threatens
was
to
so
overwhelm you.
funny.
You were determined
so
to
funny,
fulfill your
but
maker's ambition, whatever
freaking
the
funny.
cost. But this ambition is too grand and too heavy for you to bear. Each step you have taken has come at a great cost. I think you realized your limitations long ago. The more you clenched your teeth and pressed forward, the greater your fear of losing everything you had achieved grew, and the more you wished to run from the truth. But the way I see it, what began as an ambition has long since become a delusional fantasy.
What would you know about any of this? I'm just one step away from achieving my goal.
You returned to Inazuma to prove the unparalleled brilliance of Ishin art. But to make this arduous journey, you committed countless atrocities and showed a blatant disregard for human life. Even if you were to sever that divine light, is this truly the outcome that your maker would have desired?
You...
Sure, you inherited the secrets of Ishin art. But even as you made your journey to honor this legacy, you treated the ones who wielded you as mere
Yeah,
tools
it's
to do
just
your
like
bidding.
that.
How
That's
could you
weird.
possibly unleash the full potential of Ishin art when you act in perfect discordance with the principle of harmony between a blade and its bearer?
Silence, you blabbering fool! I must achieve my goal.
You know, how long
This
this
was
is
his
going to
life's
go
dream,
for.
and the very purpose for which I was brought into being. I will concede that you are most perceptive. You see my predicament clearly. But you also underestimate my resolve.
And you should face reality.
Easy
Yeah.
for you to say. Facing reality offers me nothing.
Can I go now?
I have no need of anything that would stand in my way. Not hesitation,
Of course.
not self-reflection, and certainly not your so-called reality. It is pointless to argue further, descendant of the Kaedahara clan. If you wish to save this man, then offer me your body in
This
exchange.
is
How
too
stubbornly you
long.
stick to your
Or-
wayward path. I do not believe for a second that you can challenge the almighty Shogun in your current state. So let us make a bet, and I will put your strength to the test.
What? Surely you're not planning to agree to his demands.
Very well.
I'm gonna
Then find yourself
completely
some enemies
do
with whom
that.
you wish to cross blades. A taste of my
Freaking
power will
few
more than convince you.
daily missions.
Once we have dealt with them,
Because
we
holy
shall proceed to
cow,
Tenshukaku.
this will not
And
end.
as for your end of the bargain, if you lose, you must release Amenoma Yuya from your control.
I accept.
Don't do this, Kazuha!
This is the only way to save Amenoma Yuya. If we don't do this, he'll forever be the Blade's puppet. The Cursed Blade's strength is currently very weak, and I sense he's hesitating. This suggests his heart is still not completely devoid of honor. The power of the Tatarigami lies in intensifying existing obsessions. This is the reason Mr. Nagato and Amenoma Yuya fell prey to it. Since I don't have any similar kinds of obsessions, I should be able to put up some resistance for a while.
But even so...
Even if things take a turn for the worse, I still have you both here with me. We have a chance here to save an innocent victim. I am willing to accept the risks entailed.
Your disdain for me betrays your woeful ignorance. I agreed to this bet because there are things I wish to learn too. Now, take me in your hand.
Is he? Yeah. I was wondering if he was gonna take the sword.
Kazuha?
I'm okay. I
Is
felt
he
a little
from the
dizzy at
sword?
first, but
He's
only
tired
for a moment.
or
It's
weak.
all right. So far, this was as I expected. I will. Thank you.
What should we do next? Have you got a plan, Kazuha?
We find some enemies. Although this blade has endured much turmoil, it probably hasn't experienced many real fights. If a blade built for Ishin art cannot enter a state of harmony between blade and barrier, it cannot unleash its true power. If he wants to avoid reality, then we need to fight until he has no choice but to face it. He shouldn't last long in an intense combat situation.
Wait a minute. Paimon remembers hearing about something from the Adventurers Guild. Since the Takasukasa clan abandoned that secret base, it's been held by Ronin ever since.
All right. Please lead the way.
What about Amenoma Yuya? What should we do with him?
The blade
Can
says
talk my
he'll
ear
let
off
Amenoma
some
Yuya
more.
trail us silently. Although he
Jesus.
hasn't regained his own consciousness yet, he is not in any immediate danger.
Are we sure this is a good idea?
How long has
It's
this
a
been
pretty
going?
treacherous journey.
For
Okay,
like
fine.
10
Just
minutes at
be
least.
careful.
Maybe 15. Damn. You were finally done. Oh Jesus. That's a solid nope. I'm doing that again. Why doing it again, but frickin' not anytime soon. I think that's kind of why I don't interact on Twitter.
Race you! Go.
I don't know, there's really way too many not bright people. Because a game cannot be boring and fun at the same time. It's one or the other. So I don't know. What was like one guy said Starfield looks boring. Then another guy said, oh, that's just your opinion. It's like, no, that is.
Help! I'm the frying pan into the fire!
It's not a fact, it's just your opinion, no duh. But anyways.
Nice and spicy!
The fairy? My lucky day!
Whatever. It's just stupid that seems that
Wheel of life.
Xbox players allowed to express their opinion, but PlayStation players aren't for some reason. It's just okay, whatever though.
I'm the frying pan into the fire!
More fanboys, I should say.
Dennis is still awake? I don't know. Probably went to sleep.
Bunch of eggs in the fridge we need to eat.
What?
Bunch of eggs in the fridge we need to eat.
Yeah.
They say expire July 7th. That's not how eggs work.
Huh?
They're still good, but we need to eat them before they're not.
Well.
Life goes on.
I don't know what to do for that one. Okay, there he is. Oh, I just used my special though.
Nice and spicy.
Cryo incarnate!
There we go. Oh yeah, I forgot to finish that. So what? That a guy said, "My Starfield looks boring," and then the other guy said, "God of War Ragnarok looks boring but fun." It's like, how though? I'm not gonna say it doesn't look fun, but how can it be both at the same time? So we have a bunch of MGKs running around. Freaking dissing something, then immediately complimenting it. Made zero sense in that freaking song. Rap devil.
Let's get down to business. You're open.
Is that how the future's gonna be?
Race you!
We diss something, then we say something nice about it immediately afterwards. That would make zero sense. Like a bully and a playground bully would go say, "You suck. Oh, but you look good and you smell good." It's like, okay, that's a little creepy. Is it gonna be as stupid like that? I'd laugh if it was.
Boba, get them! Eat this!
Oops, why did I use that? Oh well.
Race you!
No.
This is the headquarters of the Tenryu Commission.
I don't know. Wait. I didn't do all that and I did all the bounties though. Right? Oh. I can't tell because the bounties are here, not there.
Race you!
You can't see the bounties unless you go to this guy. So I did the bounties. Okay. Okay. Did requests and bounties. So I don't know. Um. Yeah, I'll do that. Guess. I don't really want to do this one. Because I'm afraid it'll have a stupid long cutscene like last time. Oh, it's there. Okay. Oh no, it's there. Shoot, I can't get there though. I didn't go here, then jump off. Oh, that sucks. Freaking flies. Oh, great.
Leave everything on this journey to me.
Lucky day.
Wind strike!
Let's get down to business.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night, wind strike.
How are you feeling? You okay?
I'm all right. The blade is performing largely as I expected. Having gone so long without proper use and maintenance, it's become very difficult to use. Though he's making every effort to persevere, I do not think he can last much longer.
Something else on your mind?
How strange. Rather than trying to control me, he is instead trying to match my fighting rhythm. Let's keep going.
Oh, shoot. Just gonna take a sip of water. Didn't the cutscene and read there? What was that?
Let's get down to business. The ferry. Finally. To the ferry. Let's get down to business.
Wind strike. Clouds high. The birds call.
Finally.
Whoa. Something's up with the blade.
I can sense that his strength is slowly fading away. The blade is becoming more and more difficult for me to wield. He cannot hold out much longer. If he keeps persisting, he will likely break apart at any moment.
Oh my,
What would
holy.
that do to
Take a
Amino
sip of water.
I will be careful with it. He also says he does not have any plans to give up easily. He's still trying to achieve his goal.
Oops, forgot to turn it on.
Wind strike. Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Are you okay? It looked like you were really struggling the entire fight.
Yes. And it looks like he's reached his limit.
The sheen's grown a bit dimmer again. It doesn't look anywhere near as impressive as it did at the start.
Perhaps this time we'll finally have a chance to see his true form.
True form? What are you talking about? Huh? What the? Is this the same blade as before? It looks like a piece of junk.
If you choose to continue in the state you're in, you wouldn't even be able to beat Samurai and Kairagi, much less the almighty Shogun. Maybe you did truly wield power to rival the Shogun's light when first forged. But the long journey from Snezhnaya back to Inazuma has left you battered and broken. It barely needs stating anymore. Your ambition is a flight of fancy.
At 1-5.
I finally figured out why it was that you agreed to my bet. You wanted to reach a state of harmony with me. For perhaps then you would still be able to wield commendable power. But regrettably, we are nothing alike. I will never understand your obstinacy and cruelty, nor can I empathize with the one who made you. The only one who truly
Yeah,
understood you
I'm
had already
pretty sure
passed
they
away by
said
the
that.
time you were born.
Let's see, with my
What's
other
that
phone,
supposed to mean?
Here they are!
which
Take them down!
register to 94.
Where do they keep coming from?
I think that's good enough, of course.
Yup, we can help this time.
Don't worry, I'll use my own blade. It's just
Oops.
more of the same.
Freaking birds. Oh,
It's my lucky day.
oh, I thought, okay,
My plate.
it is paused in domains. Okay. Now I know that.
You fought way better with your own sword.
I'll put a search game pass.
You are a true Kaedehara in flesh and in spirit. Though we fought briefly together, you have seen me for who I really am. No one knew anything of my story throughout my travels, nor did I tell it to anyone. You are the first person to know the truth. I thought that if I could achieve Ishin harmony with you, perhaps there would still be a ray of hope for me.
August 22.
But in this too, you have failed.
Indeed.
No, I just want Game Pass and I was coming to freaking
that.
that.
Personal blade does with you. Too much time has passed. My physical state is poor, and without proper maintenance, I can only disguise my true appearance behind an outer sheen. Yours is the blade that took on the
Find
Muso no
everything
Hitotachi.
coming to
And what a
that
magnificent blade it is.
because I have a Game
Perhaps
Pass.
I shall never reach
Only.
that level of glory.
Okay.
Actually, this is just a generic blade that I picked up during my travels
Tony Hawk,
anyway.
Little Nightmares, I know that.
What?
Forging and maintenance are both important for a
For
blade, but they are not
Xbox,
everything.
Games
This
of
blade has traveled the land with me for many years,
Santa.
and we have formed a close bond during that
Oh,
time.
standout and
Plus, in the moment that I most needed it,
Calico
I received aid from another power.
and Scores Bringer.
Blade, determination, and desire. All these must be aligned in the practice of Ishin art.
Oh, Saints Row 2.
There is something else
Cool,
I
I
must
guess.
tell you. Though your maker may not have been aware, your ability to possess your own consciousness derived from the power of the Tatarigami. Tatarigami is a malevolence from the ancient past. It is the source of your mania and savagery. Though you tried to cooperate with me while I was wielding you, the part of you driven by Tatarigami was constantly trying to seize control of my body.
I sensed it, but I couldn't change it. It is an integral part of my consciousness.
I resisted its temptations because I wanted to save Amenoma Yuya. But I do not know whether you yourself have any intention of trying to fight it. I feel a great sense of regret for you. Since you embarked on a journey bound for a destination you were destined never to reach. The moment you embarked on this journey, you lost the only person who could have ever unleashed your true potential. And yet there was no way for you to turn your back on his ambition. You have known this for a long time. It is the true source of your despair.
He gave me everything. My life, my form, my consciousness, and purpose. How could I possibly deny him his wish? I said to him, "Do not worry. From here on, I shall forge your legacy." How could I go back on my word?
Aww.
I believe our bet is now settled. I have nothing further to say.
Where are you going, Kazuha?
He now has neither the ability nor the motivation to cause further harm. Let's give him some time to reflect on things. When I touched the hilt for the first time, it's as if I was transported to a strange dimension. It was somewhere I've never been. A bladesmith lay quietly on the bed, his frail face barely visible under the moonlight. His breaths were weak, and his life near its end. A newly forged blade lay by his side, listening attentively to his final words.
Wow. That was the Blade's memory, wasn't it?
Indeed. While in exile in Snezhnaya, the bladesmith eventually learned the truth behind everything that had happened. The Ishin art had been dealt a devastating blow by the desertion of its best smiths. He spent the rest of his life in the forge, not to vent his frustration and hatred, but to atone for his actions. He felt intense regret at being tricked by the Fatui, but he could never again return to his homeland. His sole wish was to one day return his single, proudest creation back to the land of his birth. So he instructed this sentient blade to find a way back to Inazuma, no matter how long or how hard the journey. But he never wished to rival the gods. All he wanted to show was that they once shone brilliantly as blade and smith, that they were still worthy of being trusted.
So that's the true story. But after that, the blacksmith's intentions were worked by the Tatarigami, slowly turning his proud creation into the cursed blade of today.
Right. I believe the bladesmith might never have known that the power he worked with was that of the Tatarigami. The hatred within that power is what sent the blade down its ill-fated path. This blade has committed unforgivable atrocities, but only because it lost its original master. No one was there to correct its errors when it was losing its way.
Shame it's too late now.
Yes, it is too late. Time would not wait or stop because of his determination. While the world moved on, his ambition remained stubbornly stuck at that fleeting moment at the dawn of his journey. He seems to have calmed down, though. Let's go and check in.
When I look back at the past, I can remember the day of my forging like it was just yesterday. I once told him that I would pay any price to fulfill his wishes.
I needed it
because giving me the gift
my
of
brother was playing TikTok.
But darkness
Really,
slaughter numb
I don't know, I really am becoming to not like TikTok.
Gratitude and grudge.
Well, I don't like TikTok because they incorporate music into their videos, but
You're finally seeing reality clearly.
YouTube, you can't do that. I don't know why YouTube is more strict. It's weird.
But I still cannot bring myself to forsake
I guess it's more strict because it's a bigger platform.
I ask you to help me fulfill the ambitions of myself and my creator.
Because TikTok is still really small, I guess. Yeah, TikTok is smaller, but now YouTube has incorporates TikTok shorts. Well, they're called YouTube shorts, but freaking they got the idea from TikTok, obviously.
Should we give him a chance?
Let's hear it.
Thank you all. When I was first forged, my maker was already terminally ill. He told me that he had had wanted me to have the grandest opening battle. Alas, after that, he never rose from his sickbed again.
So I don't
Nor
know.
have I ever had the chance to prove myself in battle since. My fights were devoid of any noble meaning. They were merely the next step in my never-ending journey. The next in a long line of transgressions. You are a fine warrior. I would like to request your hand in battle and experience a true duel between samurai.
Oh? And who would be the opponent?
I will release Amenoma Yuya and restore his
Yeah.
consciousness.
Oops, I don't
Perhaps after
mean
that, I can
that.
convince him to commit to
I
a
don't
duel.
know why I said to be so
He must have
hard.
plenty of reasons to both hate me and desire a good fight.
Understood. Then let's start by waking him up and seeing if he has the stamina
What
and will
is
to fight.
this?
It didn't take me to fucking Dry Creek, thank God.
I see. He used my body to inflict harm on others. I utterly despise him and his actions. But since he stayed true to your agreement by releasing me, he must still have some remaining semblance of honor. If a duel can help to set this state of affairs in order, I am willing to put myself forward. I do not wish to be a mere victim in this story.
There's no need to worry. We'll vouch for your innocence to the Tenryu Commission.
Thanks for your help. Who knows how this would have ended without your intervention?
All right, then let's move on. More Ronin could appear at any moment. We can't stay here. In any case, for a final duel, I think we should aim for a greater sense of ceremony.
Oh. Okay, that was it. That wasn't bad at all. That would be stupid if I canceled right there.
Did I leave my apron outside?
I didn't even need to switch. God damn it.
Okay. Ow! It's twisted up here.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, the free monthly games are leaving. I thought, for some weird reason, I thought like they're leaving for good. And we could play them. It's like, why did I think that?
Yep, we still can't let our
Sure,
guard down.
the
Even now,
frickin'
Paimon has a
PlayStation
sneaking
Plus monthly
suspicion
games
that
are
Blade
leaving,
hasn't
but
told
if
us
you
everything. Still, even if he's only past the point
access
of
them
redemption, it's hard not to
before,
feel a teensy bit sorry for him.
like when they were available, they're yours to keep as long
Ready?
as you have PlayStation Plus.
Okay. All right then. Successor of Ishin art, Kaedahara Kazuha.
Successor of Amenoma art, Amenoma Yuya.
Honored to cross blades with you.
It is my honor also.
It's fine. Oh. It's fine. Wind strike. Time to go. As one with wind and cloud.
Thank you for the experience. Although he appears battered and broken. In your hands, it seems he's regained a glimmer of brilliance.
Yeah, I don't
His
know,
sense of
vaping
savage cruelty has completely faded away.
is worse than
But that same
smoking.
sense of determination remains strong.
You also fought
I
well.
can't.
I'm sure he relished the experience.
Yeah, it
There are a few
is.
things that I shall leave him to tell you himself.
I must apologize to you for all that has
Yeah,
transpired.
vaping is
You
actually
need not
worse.
seek my forgiveness. Nor do
For
I have the right to forgive you on your
electronics,
victim's
though,
behalf.
I don't
It is
know.
too late for all of that.
I do not wish for forgiveness. I only hope that you will see my transgressions as mine alone and not let them
But for
stain the
humans,
legacy of
yes.
Ishin art. I strayed far from the straight and narrow path, but the Ishin art still has a worthy successor in Kaedehara Kazuha. I beseech you, please understand this.
Yes, I too trust Mr. Kaedehara to do the right thing.
Thank you, successor of Amenoma art.
This blade has also told me that he has another wish. He would like to visit the Amenoma smithy.
What place?
Maybe we can go back there together.
What does he want to go there for?
Oh.
I'm not sure, but I think that all this is about to come to an end.
Yeah, I can't believe that I fell asleep during this game. Yeah. No, I think vaping is worse because you don't cough when, well, not really. When, frickin' you just vape,
You have returned.
vape
I am sorry to have
smoke,
troubled you.
but
It's all
cigarette
thanks to
smoke
them
you
that I
do
was able to
cough.
return safely.
And
Ishin blade.
you would
Turned
think
weapon that
coughing
controls
is
the human
bad,
mind.
but it's actually good.
Considering their forging philosophy, this was indeed within the realm of possibility. This is a great pity. But I have some good news as well. Ryuji from the Bonton Sango Detective Agency tells me that they've found the missing Mr. Nagato.
Really? Is he okay?
Yes, badly wounded, but he will live. And now that Yuya is back, it seems like the final ending to this story is a happy one after all.
I think I know what you want to do.
What's wrong, Kazuha? Is the blade whispering in your ear again?
Yes. He said he wants to take control of me for a brief moment.
What? No way! Hasn't it learned its lesson?
Smoking in
he's thought of another
general
way to
is
fulfill
not
his
good,
maker's
obviously.
And he assures me that he won't use my body for anything nefarious. I have decided to let him do it.
Guess there's nothing we can say to change your mind, huh?
Thank you. I will explain my reasons later. Okay. I am ready. Let us begin. Please, stay true to your promise.
My power is almost spent. Without him, my eventual demise is inevitable. But if I abandon the future to give everything I have in this moment, my physical form can be forged anew.
Everything? You mean...
Yes. The cost is my entire consciousness. You were right. There's nothing that I can accomplish now. But there's still a chance for Ishin art. Once remade, I
Oh,
will be a
is
valuable
this,
resource for your studies. Ishin lives on, and its finest hour is yet to come. Even if I am not the one to
I
prove
don't
its
get
worth to the
that,
Shogun,
because the
as long
sword's
as I see
already
Ishin
made, so
blade,
what is he doing?
crafted by Kaedehara hands, it will still fulfill his final wish. Thank you, son of the Kaedehara clan. Over the years, my real name has been forgotten by all. I'm ashamed to utter it.
Of refining it, but why?
Kagotsurube Ishin. This name is now yours to keep.
Rest in peace.
So, that's why he said it had to be done in that order.
Well, that was
Consciousness
something.
will disappear forever after
Yes,
fulfilling
that
the
actually did
bladesmith's
really
wish.
help.
Kagotsurube Ishin.
Because Sword was
It was the first time I ever heard
kinda
his name.
garbage, I guess.
It seems like deep down he disapproved of his own actions, and thus chose to bury this name deep within his heart. Only in the final moments, before his consciousness faded, was he willing to entrust it
Well,
to
that newsletter
Seems like
sucked.
he really wanted to fulfill his maker's
Oh,
wish.
X-Fix Game
the
Pass.
same fervent ambition that gave him the motivation to keep
Turbo
going forward
Golf Racing
also
2.0
fueled the stubborn
Campus.
determination that blinded him to the
Midnight
path
Fight
ahead.
Express.
Speaking for myself, I'd rather see him
Immortality.
recognize and atone for his mistakes than see him
Oh
punished
yeah,
for
I
them.
said that before.
I understand.
Yeah, now I
Perhaps this is a
remember.
flaw in my
Dear.
personality. I've always been captivated by grand aspirations. Hearing his wish to rival the divine light touched
But
something inside
Midnight
of me.
Fight
Just
Express,
as the
it
sight of those who
looks
fought
like
to
the
repeal
best
the vision
game
hunt
they
decree
have.
did. Your
It's like,
quest to face the
really?
gods and trace your sibling inspires me in the same way. After everything I've seen, perhaps these pursuits fascinate me a little more than they should.
Oh, Kazuha.
I will continue to support you from this point on. Know that you will have
I
my assistance whenever you
Guess
need it.
that's yes. Oh, the Pathless.
Shouldn't we also
Ooh,
go update Kujo Kamaji?
Maquette, or
right.
whatever it's called.
We need to tell him about the findings of our
Okay.
investigation. And it's also time to give him a response to the offer he made me.
So yeah, that wasn't anything special. Like, yeah, now that I think of it, why didn't they bring the Pathless to, extra yet?
Race you!
Yeah, I wanna see what that developer made, because I don't know, because they apparently made the Pathless. I think that developer also made Stray, and what else did it make? Maybe the Gunk? I don't remember though. Oh, no, I think it's making, that game. I don't know what it's called. I forget. It's that Alien Horde game. Like Left 4 Dead, but with aliens. I'm pretty
returned.
sure they're
I hear that
making
the issue
that
has been
game.
resolved. Though this was a
The
treacherous
gunk
investigation
is
indeed.
brought by someone
Fortunately, no
else.
lives were lost.
Let's see.
The Tenryou Commission has already
Oops,
attended to the danger of the
wrong
warehouse.
phone.
The investigation into Amano Yuya
How
should
did I
conclude
do
soon.
that?
I do not believe he will be charged with any crime.
Wow, you sure kept your ear to the ground.
Then we needn't recount all the details again. Now, as to your earlier offer, I
And
wish to give you my answer.
Opera.
Please take a look at this blade.
What's this?
Kagotsurube Ishin, a weapon crafted using a long-lost blade forging art of the Kaidahara clan. By means of a series of fortuitous events, I was able to recover and restore him. I also promised him that I will continue to study and pass on the secrets of Ishin art. And so, it looks like I will likely continue with my journey across the nations,
And
learning more
Opera.
about this blade as I go.
I see. I understand.
The Kaidahara clan has always
Oh,
been a
they
family of
did
bladesmiths,
Stray
so it is
Outer
only proper for me to
Wilds
continue on
12
this path.
minutes.
Were I to accept your goodwill,
Oh,
I may
Solar
find
Ash.
myself embroiled in conflicts between the shogunate and Sangonomiya.
Is Solar Ash
That would not suit me.
pathless? The
You
pathless?
misunderstand. That was most certainly not our
Oh,
intent.
they did Artful Escape, Edith,
I am aware,
Finch.
but I still desire to continue walking my own path.
Very well. I can
So
understand.
yeah, they did a
Then let's
lot
pretend this
of
offer was never
games.
raised. However, if you should ever change your mind or find yourself in need of the shogunate's assistance, please do not hesitate
I'm
to
so
inform me.
confused.
Great. Thank you for your generosity.
They didn't make the
Where were you
gunk, that was someone
transported,
else.
Kazuha?
But it's so weird that Xbox fanboys
Probably
are
take to the
saying
seas with Captain
Stray
Beidou again for now.
sucks when
As for my next destination,
they made
let's see
12
where the river
minutes
takes
and
me.
they're praising that game. It's like, yes? Just freaking fanboys are so weird. They make no sense. Because, like, they try to make
Mr. Nagato's survival
everything
is the one
about,
silver lining in this whole catastrophe.
the
We will
console
continue to
wars, and
monitor
it's
his
like,
condition and hope he recovers.
why? Like, actually, why? Who cares? Like, is the console wars really that important? Like, if your console choice is not in first place, freaking is it really that big of a deal? I'm pretty sure the world's not gonna end. Yeah, it's like I'm not gonna say I don't get whatever, little fanboys, but it's like, it's more funny just seeing this, stupid reactions. Does not make any sense. But it's just so funny, like, regular people don't act like that.
Boba, get them!
It's like you're literally being ridiculous, and you just, and it seems like they just don't know, because they continue to do it.
Orders given. Orders received. Nice and spicy.
But I won't say they take it too far a lot of the time. Because when it, frickin' enters, like, frickin' verbal abuse and that, it's like, okay, that's too far.
Life goes on. Race you!
It's like, with Sony, with, them doing that with, what is it, Final Fantasy VII Intermission. It's like, yes, I was mad because it's like, it was stupid. You offered, the intermission DLC, but only to the intergrade, and you couldn't download it, if you already have the standard version of the game. It's like, yeah, you just screwed a bunch of people, so no duh. But, like, any kind of verbal abuse though, it's like, yeah, that's purely out of the question. And should remain out of the question. But for some people, for some reason, it's not. That's so weird. Because before, all I said was Sony did something really shady with Final Fantasy VII Remake. With not allowing a separate download of intermission, and for another kick, frickin' they made it free long ago. Because, yeah, that's, would be kind of far-fetched if they did that on purpose. Like, when they were giving out, Final Fantasy VII Remake, they knew that down the line, they were gonna make, integrate free, but the people who download the standard version would be screwed.
Go.
I doubt they planned that far ahead, but I don't think they didn't plan that far ahead though. Because, that's always been a thing. Where it's like, oh, you can't buy this version because you already have this version. Blah, blah, blah. Like, that's always been a thing. And, yeah, that does make sense because if you already own something, you don't want to purchase it again. So I like that how they have that safety net, but if that's true, like, like if that's true that oh you already have this version so you can't buy it, then redirect them to like the DLC and make them only buy that instead of the whole version. It could be way smarter like that, but Sony just, I don't know, they just want that DRM in place. For that exact reason. Final Fantasy VII Remastered, for that exact reason that you couldn't download Integrate if you already had the standard edition. They did, they're doing really shady stuff like that. Jesus Christ. And I don't know. Like, there's that freaking controversy that, Sony, is thinking about a price hike of the PS5. And it's like, oh. Why say that is because, yeah, it doesn't really affect me anymore. Since I already have a PS5, it's not gonna affect me. But I wanna know how to register the warranty for my PS5. Because I probably do have a register it. Because honestly, I never have. Like for the PS3 and the PS4, I've never freaking registered the warranty. So with the PS5, it's like I don't really know how, or if it's just or what it is. Like, is it does the store register it like after purchase? Or what happens? I actually don't know. I know it's stupid, but I actually don't know. Yeah, I think with a standard warranty, like, the store freaking does it, but extended warranty, you have to register, the device. I'm gonna say. But who knows? It's like, yeah, freaking this fly. I freaking hear it, but I don't see it. Freaking there it is. Freaking stupid thing.
Nice and spicy. Booba, get them!
What the?
Life goes on. Opening box of Adepti tricks. Help! My dinner is attacking me!
Like, I guess that guy's a little glitchy. Where, I was hitting him and everything, but his health was not going down. Oops. Oh, I keep forgetting that. The frickin',
Ad Astra Abyss.
the QR
for
code
completing
thing,
today's-
is there's a web event. It's like I constantly forget that. Oh yeah, he's 6. Oh, he just turned 6. She's higher? How is that? Okay. I understand that she would be higher, but whatever. And she's still 3. Unless I'm reading that wrong for whatever reason. Um... Yeah, I kind of wish that the PS5 version would have its own trophy list. And it's like, yes, you could say that, like, oh, it's just for the trophies. It's like, so what? That I'm playing the PS5 version, because it is like, so what? It's also an excuse for me to play the game again. Because people will think frickin' that is weird. Trophy hunters, it's like, whatever. If you don't understand it, like, whatever. Why are you judging what other people like? It's when I grew up, it's like I understood that because freaking when you're growing up, hormones are just freaking make you act stupid. But yeah, when you grow up, you realize how stupid that was. But yeah, society made
Went up in no
a
time.
bunch of things true. Well, true now because weirdly people care what you spend your money on. It's like why? They care what you spend your time doing. It's like another why. It's just, I don't know. I don't like modern pop culture or society. It's just made everyone so weird. Because, yeah, you can't really do that. Like, think one way, then the next day you think another way. No, it's gonna happen over time. And yeah, it did happen over time. Where I slowly thought being a fanboy was dumb. But it's not like I don't revert back, because that's been such a big part of my life, I guess. Even though it's stupid. Yeah, it has been. Frickin' high school until like around when I got the Xbox One in 2018. Why is he freaking out like that? I just never seen that before. I'm so confused. What time is it? Oh, 1:24? Jesus. That hasn't been that long. Yeah, I thought it was longer. Might be it. Oh god.
I can't decide whether pyrocytes
Gotta
taste better with
go
salt and...
to the washroom. Should I end it? Or... Yeah, because... Should I do immersion bathroom break?
What I've heard.
Yeah, I think I should just... Yeah, I think it won't be that long. I hope it won't. I'll just mute it and pause here while I go to the bathroom.
Could it be true? What I've heard.
true? What I've heard. Could it be 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 true? What I've heard.
If there's nothing
Could it be
better to
true?
do, we could go
What I've
foraging
heard.
for ingredients.
Could it be true? What I've heard.
Is there time for a quick snack? I'll whip one up in no time.
Could it be true? What I've heard.
If there's nothing better to do, we could go foraging for ingredients.
Could it be true? What I've heard. true? What I've heard. Could it be true? What I've
Is
heard.
there time for a quick snack? I'll whip one up in no time.
Could it be true? What I've heard. Could it be true? What I've heard.
If there's nothing better to do, we could go foraging for ingredients.
Could it be true? What I've heard.
I can't decide whether pyro slimes taste better with salt and pepper or garlic and herbs.
Could it be true? What I've heard. Could it be true? What I've heard. Could it be true? What I've heard.
If there's nothing better to do, we could go foraging for ingredients.
Could it be true? What I've heard.
I can't decide whether pyro slimes taste better with salt and pepper or garlic and herbs.
Could it be true? What I've heard. Could it be true? What I've heard.
If there's nothing better to do, we could go foraging for ingredients.
Could it be true? what I've heard.
I can't decide whether pyro slimes taste better with salt and pepper or garlic and herbs.
Could it be true? What I've heard. Could it be true? What I've heard.
If there's nothing better to do, we could go foraging for ingredients.
Could it be true? What I've heard.
The healthiest drink is tea.
I can't decide whether pyro slimes taste better with salt and pepper or garlic and herbs.
Could it be true? What I've heard.
Is there time for a quick snack? I'll whip one up in no time.
Could it be true? What I've heard.
The healthiest drink is tea.
Could it be true? What I've heard.
How long was that? Oh god damn. It was about 20 minutes. God damn. So should I freaking edit that out? Well, if I remember, I will. But I probably won't remember.
Did he poo and not use the VIPs? No. Like the chair?
Oh shoot. Oh, why did I do that? 1 second. There we go.
on, you guys. I'm nothing but a poor tourist with empty pockets. Please, you can just let me go.
What time is it? It is. I can't see you at 10. God, I hate that. That crack is right over. Yeah, 10:44. So it should end in 20 minutes. Around. Well, 15. Yeah, probably.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire. You're toast.
The fairy, my blade. Finally, to the fairy.
Yeah, I was looking on my old phone, so it had that freaking stupid crack over the clock. So I couldn't really see.
Well, well, look who it is. I was wondering who could be valiant enough
Oh,
to wipe the
what?
floor with these
Oh,
guys
yeah,
so easily.
him.
Turns out it was the distinguished traveler. Really, I can't thank you enough. Of course I was aware of you long before you arrived in Inazuma.
What I do
Though the Sakura
him.
coup decree managed to keep the country locked up, it
Yeah,
wasn't
I
able to stop the
probably won't do
incredible
that.
stories about
The
you.
freaking
Every
edit.
day, all of those little stories would come scurrying over to my desk, like files with little feet. I was actually thinking about going to meet you once I wrapped up the business at hand. Who would have guessed that you'd show up first? I got so excited, I nearly forgot to introduce myself. The name's Shikanoin Heizo, Special
Yeah, if I was
Detective of the
smart,
Tenryou
I would
Commission.
do that.
It's a pleasure to meet you,
But what-
Traveler. I wish you all the best on your journey through Teyvat, by the way.
Because
I
I
guess
don't
that means
think he
I've
does
taken
do
over as the
that.
main character in your story today. I've always heard that you take commissions from all kinds of people, helping everyone out with everything you can imagine. So now it's my turn to take your help, huh? Don't mind if I do. That was already obvious to me. It's no coincidence that you've
Yeah,
arrived here.
if I was smart,
Because
I
that would
would
be the
have
stuff
done
of an
that.
epic novel.
And
The two
I
protagonists of the
did
story
that, but
both
oh
travel
well.
to Watatsumi Island by chance and cross paths as if by fate. The traveler from afar heroically rescues the weak and defenseless detective from the clutches of the ruthless Nobushi.
And we're gonna bring guinea pigs for supper.
Traveler, you are so dreamy. Unfortunately, though, I don't believe in coincidences. So, guessing you came to me on the police station's commission, didn't you? I'm a detective. Can you guess what gave it away?
Yeah, I don't know. Why didn't do that?
Sounds like you
To
already
be
have some
honest.
ideas about the work of a detective. Let me ask you this. What's that your little sidekick
Maybe
is
I
wearing?
did.
If I'm
Oops,
not mistaken,
freaking,
it's
why
a
do I
commission
keep
letter from the
doing
police
that with
station.
my glasses? Like I itch my forehead and just
Paimon's just here to take a look.
freaking bring my hand down so
Paimon was worried she
like
might be in danger, so
forcefully
Paimon
and
came
clip
along.
my glasses. Why do I keep doing
Why are
that?
you two staring at Paimon? Is Paimon not supposed to be here?
Yeah, I'm also just taking a look.
But
She can
I'll
look,
talk
but you
after
can't.
this.
Oh, come on. Don't be like that. After all, this is the first time I've seen a voice. I must admit, I'm most intrigued.
Huh? Voice? What are you talking about?
A vision is an external magical focus, right? Well, similarly, a voice is an external voice box. I've heard that the Traveler isn't very talkative, but given how chatty you are, you must be her voice, right?
That sounds awful! Paimon's not somebody's voice! Paimon's emergency food! Wait! Oh, Paimon's so upset she can't think straight! Paimon is Paimon! How dare you give Paimon such a terrible nickname? We came here to rescue you, but you actually opened the cage yourself. You were only pretending to be captured by the Nobushi, weren't you? Pretty suspicious if you ask Paimon. Come out with it, mister. What kind of schemes are you up to?
Sheesh. For someone who says they don't want to be a voice, you sure do talk a lot. Well, let me think for a moment. Yes, all this started a long time ago, during the war. Kujo Takayuki, who was head of the Tenryo Commission at the time, had secretly asked me to investigate the military capabilities of Sangonomiya. But I had already grown tired of the guy for a while, so I simply treated the trip as a paid vacation. I had heard that Watatsumi Island is really beautiful. As for the mission, I thought I'd just come up with some random excuses or whatever when I reported back. But guess what? The first night I arrived on Watatsumi Island, I had a dream. The dream contained only one message, an echo resounding from the depths of the earth that kept ringing in my ears, saying, "Something vital is missing on this island." Isn't that bizarre? Something vital has gone missing on this island. Has something evaporated into thin air? What could it be?
Oh.
Paimon bets it must be something delicious.
That was weird.
You know, because the soil of Watatsumi Island can't grow crops. There's a shortage of
It
food.
didn't work for
Food, huh?
a second.
How about you, Traveler? What do you think is missing?
Oh, what? I think...
That was an unexpected response. It'd be right at home in a novel.
I think it
Interestingly,
freaked out.
I didn't have the same dream again
I'm
after
doing
I
it
left this
again
place,
for
so I
some
became even
reason.
more intrigued. Was
But
this really
anyways,
just some
after this
random
I'll
dream?
stop.
Some people believe that dreams represent the divine's helping hand.
Yeah, I
which
don't know why I
suppose is
didn't
understandable.
solve then.
However,
Maybe
if
because
you
I
ask me,
didn't want to
dreams
solve
have nothing to do
right
with the gods.
away.
Instead, they are flashes
That would
of
make
intuition.
sense.
It was my intuition telling me that there was something important about this island that, poof, suddenly vanished. So I decided to accept this little commission from my intuition and investigate to see if I could come up with any compelling findings.
But yeah, I don't think it
Unfortunately,
would
the
do
investigation
the
has had
same
little
thing
progress up to this
twice.
point. Who knows?
I think
I
it
felt there was
just...
something peculiar about them, so I pretended to get captured to see if there were
Yeah,
any
it
leads that
just
would surface.
progressed
And that's
into
when you showed up.
another thing. At,
Nah, don't worry about it.
right
These guys were
at
just a
the
bunch of
same
small
spot
fries.
for some
Besides,
reason.
your arrival is much more important to me. I have a feeling you can help me
Yeah,
find the answer to my
another,
dream. So how would you like to partner up on this one? We can work together to solve the mystery. Yes, of course, I understand. But let me ask one more question. Did the police station
Another
say they are...
thing
well,
being another
then it's probably
cutscene.
nothing major. Most likely they're short on staff or something petty like that, and they happen to remember their model employee.
Oops, why?
So since we're already here, why don't we just solve this puzzle together? Once everything is settled,
Did
I'll
I do
gladly
that? I
accompany you
think I
back to the police
skipped
station, or
some
anywhere else you'd like to go.
stuff.
What do you think?
Some dialogue. If I did, oops.
It's a deal then, partner. So, let's get started, shall we?
Oh, that's
First, we
why
can
it
search the camp for
starts you at
clues.
3 hearts now. Because you could gain hearts. No, I said I would end, and I will. I just want to see if there's any... Did I do all of these? Yes, I did. Okay, there's nothing else.
Nothing better to do.
I'll
We could go
probably
foraging for
do
ingredients.
that one later. This... Like, do this, and these later. I don't think Yeah, I won't do them now. Do them whenever. I don't know when. Oh, I figured this out. I don't know how to use these. God damn it, but whatever. Did I get everything? No. Yeah, I did. So I just go back and stop. Freaking breaks, bathroom breaks. But whatever. But I stop. I won't play anything else today. I'll probably play something tomorrow because I'm going out. And then tomorrow I'll figure something out. What to stream. Probably Jedi because I want to finish that game. Then I don't know more of this. I don't. Probably we should do something else, but Lost in Random is quite awful. Then I tried Artful Escape, that was quite awful. I thought it was another thing of that, like, oh, I'll like it on PS5 more. So no, that game's just bad. Artful Escape. So what else is there? Yeah, I'll figure it out tomorrow, but it's all blabbering and actually end. There we go, and yes.